Hey, this is Bookworms Talk, and I'm Hannah. Today I'm going over this book, Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder, and it's basically about this girl, Yelena, who starts off in these dungeons in a castle where she is next in line to be executed for killing this man, Rayad. And because the last food taster for the commander has died, the next prisoner to be executed is to be offered the position of poison taster. She thinks that she's gonna die. This man, Valek, who works for the commander, offers her the deal. And she thinks about it and she's like, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I have been in a dungeon for 5 seasons and this is my way out. And she's just like, I'm gonna take it. So she takes the position and she starts studying these poisons at Valek as her instructor. Before she's allowed to taste the commander's food, she needs to know how to identify the different poisons and different ways to detect them. For the opening, that's pretty basic, non-spoilery. This next part really isn't super spoilery, but if you're like one of those people that don't want to know anything but the first chapter, I would stop about here. But I won't give too much away. I'll warn you guys again before I start getting like super spoiler alerty. Okay, so she goes on to study all these poisons, and Valek has her learn like the basics and stuff, but there's this one like super gnarly poison called My Love, and she's out for like 3 days, and if she were to live, then she becomes the poison taster for the commander. And this girl, Marg, who is supposed to take care of her, she works for the commander as well. And Marg is so bitchy to her, basically. Like, she just leaves her there, doesn't really do anything special, doesn't bring her water, doesn't bring her anything. She doesn't really get any special treatment for being the commander's food taster, you know, because she's still a criminal. Like, people see her as like this danger and stuff. Like, she fully admitted to killing Rayad, and so she kind of wanders awake after the whole My Love thing, and she goes to find food, and that's where she begins to befriend Rand, who is like the chef for the commander. Really interesting names. There's Yelena, there's Commander Ambrose, there's Marg, there is Rand, there is Delana, there's Janko, there's Ari, but Valek, I'm pretty sure you have to butcher every form of name in this book because there's none that are easy. I'm telling you, every chapter you say to yourself, I'm gonna stop reading now. I need to sleep. Or I need to go get food. Or I need to bathe. And then it's just like, cliffhanger. It was the book that I sit up literally till 4 in the morning reading. I have never had so much coffee reading a book, but I had to finish it. And then when I finished it, I was like, no. And so then I'm looking up the next book, Magic Study. Actually, I have it right here. And I needed the book. I needed it. You don't understand it. 4 in the morning, it's unacceptable to go to Barnes & Noble. They're not open then. No lie. You are up. You are thinking about it. You are so mad with the ending because it's not an ending. It is like, it's like stopping mid-sentence and then saying, that's the end. But that's all I can pretty much give away for this second. Because it gets getting really spoiler alerty really fast. And it's a really good book. The beginning, I will fully admit, is a little bit building. You have to be patient. For those of you who have read the whole thing, now we can talk spoilers. Time to talk about Valek. I found his threats so endearing. Is that really weird? Like when Nyx ambushed her, so he gets the information out of her, and she's like, he recommended that I stop training. Valek is just like, I will kill him. Right? And then the part where at the very, very end, and they're in the holding cells and stuff, waiting after everyone's freaking out thinking that they left, which was really smart, by the way, that Valek said, oh, the safest place will be to like be in the cells where they thought that they wouldn't be. I'm like, that is genius. Thank you, Valek. I thought when she told Valek about everything that happened with Rayad and how he and his father like tortured her and raped her and all this awful stuff, and he's just like, I will destroy them. And you know Valek is his character, and he is this assassin, and he is just ruthless, and he means it, but it's so endearing at the same time because you understand that, I mean, he cares for her. What did you think about Rand? I felt like really suspicious just because Valek wasn't so fond of him, but Then with Rand and Star and General Star, and then she hears like this uneven stepping, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's Rand. It's Rand. No, it can't be Rand. I thought it was Mark, and then it's not Mark. And then I'm like, well, who's it gonna be? Can it be just like a no-name soldier or something? No, of course not. It has to be Rand because I grew attached to Rand. Despite Valek and the warning and the everything, I liked Rand. That one part where Rand is like talking about coffee, I'm just like, coffee sounds really, really good now. And at the end, oh my gosh. And he's in the thing and he's just like, run, 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 run. It'll never repay anything. I'm so sorry. And he just feels like he betrayed her. But then he's just like, please forgive me, please forgive me. And she's just like, I forgive you. Then the message on the switchblade that Janko gave her, I was like, Janko. Siege is weathered, fight together, friends forever. And then Ari's like her, like the big brother that never was. And I don't know, I just really liked him. He was so protective of her. Okay, is it Mogcan? Mogcan? That damn name. Then that whole week where Valek is just like cold shoulder to Yelena, I was like, what did she do? I thought he was pissed off about the commander's choice and his successor. What does that have to do with Yelena? With his damn moods. I really liked the part when Valek was kind of back to his old self. And I'm going to read a little bit of dialogue from it. When we were through, I turned to go. Yelena. I halted in the doorway, looking back over my shoulder. You once said that I wasn't ready to believe your reason for killing Rayad. I'll believe you now. But I'm not ready to tell you, I said and left the room. I think it meant a lot from Valek as a character because it was so not expected from him. The driving force behind this book for the longest time was to find out what all that happened when she was with Rayad as the laboratory rat. But then my focus shifted to Valek. So one of my favorite parts was after Yelena came back from when the commander and all the generals and stuff were drinking brandy, and Valek's in their suite, and she goes and she like starts massaging his shoulders, and I'm like, Yelena? That's not like her. And then I thought, oh no, Valek's not gonna be okay with that. Like, then it's gonna be so embarrassing. And then he just lets her, and I'm just like, okay. Then she starts like massaging his lower back, and I'm just like, okay. And then like she reaches her arms around him, like around his stomach, and she like starts unbelting his pants and stuff, and then he's just like, you're drunk. I was like, oh my god, that is so embarrassing. I would die. And I was really confused when, I mean, I understood that the commander was basically kind of finding this other way out for Yelena without compromising and looking weak. And so he's like, she needs to go. Kind of in an under the rug way. And I was really, really confused by that. I'm not gonna lie. I had to read it like 2 times. Did you guys have to read that like 2 times? Because I definitely did. I was like, wait, what is he saying? And then I had to kind of understand the underlying part of it. But then I was like, what about Valek? What about Janko? What about Ari? What about everybody? Can't they come? Can't she stay? Can't it be a secret? I mean, she could work for him as a magician. She could. It's not like she really knows what she's doing. It's not like she has all these special spells and stuff now. This happens to me. The first book, I think, I might not like it, so I don't want to buy the entire series. Buy the whole series. Save yourself 4 in the morning jitters of needing more reading. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the book. Leave some comments, maybe some suggestions of other books kind of like it. But this is Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. Let me know what you thought of it. And this is Hannah signing off for Bookworms Talk. And thanks for watching.